back to Easy to Spell. My name is Easy to Spell, and we did it wrong anyway. I'm your Dungeon Master, Andrew. Joining me tonight, my fantastic cast, beginning with...
I'm Mike, and I play Raven.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I play Vala.
Hi, I'm Mako. I play Fawn.
I'm Will, and I play Doman.
And I'm Fat Man.
Who's the actor that's like Batman now in the new the Batman movie? What's that actor?
Robert Patterson.
Yeah, so vampires do turn into bats. Welcome back. We're coming back into our campaign where the party has just ascended the cliffside lift, bringing them to the Draugr Hall, the high security prison here in the heart of the Nalburindian Empire. Here, it is known that there are political prisoners, as well as prisoners of the families of those who are known to be members of the Resistance. Under the guise of, well, actually not a guise, coming as herself, Princess Vala Valkyrie has come under the pretense of an inspection to visit the prison.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, no.
And it is as you are cresting the top of the cliff aboard this lift, the guards see you. Who goes there? Princess Valalov. And a man, there's a large wooden table, some papers strewn about, a little kind of wooden, not like a full roof. It's just like a little stand meant to protect you from the weather. But he's in an inspection point, if you would. There's another guard there. They both bow. We weren't expecting you today. You heard the alarms. In the distance, you can still hear distant cries and shouts as it is noted that a dragon is approaching, breathing noxious fumes over the farmlands to the west of the city.
Which is the perfect time for a surprise inspection, don't you think?
One could argue such, but a number of our guards have been pulled away to deal with the threat. We're minimally staffed, and the remaining officers should be free of distraction, I think. If it does behoove you to return after this has been dealt with.
No. I need to see how we deal with our prisoners while our forces are in short staff. You'll take me to the armory first.
Of course. And your companions, will they be joining you?
Yes.
Make an intimidation check.
I gotta pull out my dice. I forgot that's a thing. Eight.
8. I don't think all 4 of your companions need to accompany you. I'll stay here. Lieutenant, will you lead the princess and 2 of her compatriots to the armory to begin her inspection? Nods, and the soldier stands up, kind of bows again. Batman, you recognize this as one of the individuals who you actually had drinks at the bar with. And he kind of looks over, gives you a little nod. Is this going to be acceptable, Princess?
I'll allow it, but only if you'll take them around to
Sorry,
see.
one sec. I need to figure out what's going on. I'll be right back.
You're good.
Pretty pause.
Pretty pause.
Hold that thought.
This mask is killing me every time.
I don't know how he's in it still.
One of the ears is pointier than the other. I think the other one's like a little squished.
He's got little dents in his forehead.
It's the amount of times that his head has hit the table after a food coma.
Sorry, somebody had the TV set to 100% when they turned it back on. And so it literally was shaking the house.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever it was, I was trying to tell. It sounded like my dog was like, a dog got into our house. And was... Okay.
Alright, so,
It is
anyways,
acceptable to you, princess.
I'll allow it under the stipulation that you take 2 of my compatriots to view the conditions that we have our what are they called? Okay. The
Prisoners?
conditions that we have our prisoners under, and I'll head to the armory. Then we can be
My
quick and out
lady.
of your hair.
When I say we are minimally staffed, it means that to maintain the minimum security that your family yourself has ordered us to maintain, I cannot be pulling multiple guards off of duty to lead tours. You may visit the armory and return, at which point the lieutenant can either guide you or another 2 of your compatriots to view the conditions of the prisoners. At this point, we cannot afford to pull multiple men off their duty.
I'll just.
Well,
speak.
you have a choice. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll just speak up and just say, looks like they're passing the first test.
Fine. We'll head to the armory then.
Lieutenant, if you would. Who's going with her?
Who did she tell to go with her?
She does not tell. She assumes that you're going to follow if you think you're the one supposing to go.
All right, everybody, I'm on the count of 3. I need the 2 people that are going with her to raise your hands. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Perfect.
Fawn and Raven. Stepping forward, falling into step as the lieutenant begins leading you down the steps. Towards that large central tower. You see 2 men kind of posted atop it. Raven, you're noting the just kind of looping rotation they keep along the very top of that tower. You also see that there are 4 other guards on kind of the upper portion of the wall around the outer square. And then there's one that you can't see until you'll get closer to the tower, who's directly across on that back entrance to the prison that goes directly into the military encampment. To Doman and Batman. Please take a seat, relax until the princess returns.
And you
Give me
said
just
this guard was the one that Fat Man interacted with at the bar, or he's the one that's given the tour?
The one that is giving the tour to Vala is the one that Fatman interacted with.
Okay. I will take a seat as requested.
He reaches down and he pulls out what you recognize to be a sending stone. And he looks to each of you. He whispers into it. Give me a perception check if you'd like to try to hear what it is he's saying.
19.
19.
11.
11. With a 19, Doman, you hear... Is here an unscheduled inspection of the prison? I wasn't told of this. He sets it down. A few moments later, Vala, you aren't aware of this, but you hear a crack. You look at one of the anti-scrying stones. that you have been given by Woos. Somebody just tried to scry you, and it was blocked.
I'm still within 15 feet of my two friends. And did you say
are.
I didn't know this?
Well, you didn't hear what the guard had said into the stone. You do
Oh, yeah,
notice the anti-scrying stone crack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Of course. It's no problem. We'll wait your arrival. He puts the stone back down.
And it's just him there, right?
Yep, it's just him and the two of you.
Very short-staffed.
Yep.
Okay.
Everybody else was pulled away to deal with the dragon. You're led. The three of you are led to the armory. The guard pulling out keys, and he unlocks kind of a large wooden door. Pulls it open. You see kind of a standard array of halberds, spears, swords. There's not many. There's probably about 30 total weapons, and some no full sets of armor, but there's a few helmets, some boots, things like that. You see boxes of like foodstuffs and provisions. It's not much, but keeps us armed, keeps us equipped. That's the lot here. Not many combatants. 2 or 3 dangerous individuals, but anything I can show you while you're here, miss? Your friend was pretty generous the other night to make sure we saw you taken care of while you were visiting.
Hold on. Can I insight check him to understand a little bit more what that means?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll give you an insight check.
14.
14. I mean,
Oh,
he's
that's-
like kind of like looking back and forth before he said that, making sure that nobody is listening in these hushed tones, meaning whatever it is outside of his usual job. I imagine you guys kind of discussed the precautions you took. I'd say it's pretty easy to surmise that Fat Man set something up with these guys.
Yeah, I guess I'm just wondering if I know what Fat Man set up, because I feel like we might have talked about that.
Nothing specific, just a little bit of support. No, like some people that are, if you wanted to, he is accepting of bribes. Just whatever you want to do with that.
Okay. Then I'm going to turn to him. That's very kind of you. I think that I may need a tissue to blow my nose. Could you run and fetch me one?
I'll get you tissue. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Sometimes they're difficult to find. And he goes around the side of the tower and down a small flight of stairs into a small lower room. What are you doing?
We need to find a way to make sure that this stays unlocked so that we can send people here to grab weapons. Any ideas?
I don't have anything that's gonna keep it unlocked.
What if we just break the lock?
That could work. Can you do it quietly?
I got no promises, but I can try.
All right. And I'm going to tap on Fawn's shoulder and cast where is it? A thing. Hold on. Enhance ability and give you Bull's strength, so you can add a it'll last for up to an hour. You have advantage on strength checks. Yeah. So there you go. Advantage
Cool.
on strength checks. Sorry, that was a long walk for a short drink of water.
Okay. Are you trying to break the lock?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're relying on strength, this is actually like trying to deform the lock so it stops functioning. Or what are you thinking? What do you have?
Yeah, I want to deform the lock, I guess.
Give me a. Let's do a strength check at advantage.
Okay.
It'll be kind of a high DC. Oh, not a save.
Wait,
So if you actually
yes,
look at
see.
your
Sorry.
character sheet,
Yep.
So where it says +5, you click on that plus. If you right click on that +5,
I
then
see,
select
I see.
advantage and then roll.
Oh my god. Advantage roll. Okay.
So a natural 20.
Oh yeah.
You stretch your shoulders a little bit. You, with that open door, you put your hands on both sides of the lock and just kind of press. Ravenval, you watch as Fun brings her hands away. The metal of that lock is just crumpled. Like it's been flat. There's actually like the imprint of her palms on either side of it. This thing will not, as the door kind of swings, it shuts most of the way, but like there's no way this thing is gonna, like without having somebody brought in.
He's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, from here, do you think we do what we can to get the other two down to help us take on the other guards as we let prisoners out? Or...
We're definitely gonna need them down here. I just don't know how we're gonna get past that guard up top. He seems pretty steadfast.
There's only one of them.
Well,
But
then
I think the two up there can take him. I can send them.
yeah, I mean, if you know your way around, then maybe let them know. Like, start moving.
All right. And I'm gonna cast sending and tell them. I'm gonna tell Doman. I think we need you to come down here. Can you take out the guard near you swiftly and quietly? And then I explain the path to the armory, just to make sure, and then explain any of the guards that we saw along the way.
You're right there. And I will nudge Fat Man, and I'll stand up and go lean against the partition or whatever this guard is standing next to.
Mhm.
How long have you been here at the Draugr
I've been in service of the Draugr Hall for about 7 years now. Actually, this is hopefully the last surprise inspection I receive before I retire.
Well, you know the princess, she's always doing things her own way, isn't she? And I don't mean to take this the wrong way, but you seem a little uptight, friend, and I'm going to reach out and slap him on the shoulder, and as I do, I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Okay.
That was so smooth.
What is the saving throw?
19, and it's a... Hold up, I just had it. Wisdom. Be on the right sheet.
He fails.
Great. I'll just let him stiffen up and like fall like a board, and just slowly pull out a big old thing of rope out of my bag, and we'll just start tying him up. And as soon as I get him tied up, I will reach back to underneath the desk, and I will grab the sending stone that he had,
Uh-huh.
and I'll pull it out, and in a perfect mimicry of his voice, because I have the actor feat, I will say, yes, it appears the princess left rather suddenly. She's heading back down into the city. Do you copy?
This is interesting. The princess arrives unscheduled. A dragon attacks at the same time. He's up to something.
If she was looking for something, she found it a lot more suddenly than I think even she anticipated.
Put the prison into high alert. We'll discover what it is she took. We'll be on our way.
Will do. And I'll put the stone back down. And definitely not put the prison into high alert.
Okay.
Is there a
Uh,
broom closet or something of the sort?
A few moments after this happens, Raven, you hear a as your anti-scrying stone breaks.
As soon as I hear that, I cast non-detection on Vala.
Okay. And then what were you doing, Will?
I was looking for a broom closet or a cupboard or an entrance to a sewer grate, somewhere that this body's not going to be found until he wakes up.
The space you're in with it being a checkpoint is pretty open. The only, like, good spot to really tuck him would be underneath the, like, table covered in papers and everything. There's the chair next to it. Just rolling him under that and then
It's the best I
pushing
got.
the
That's
chair
where I'll
back in.
just shove him in there nice and tight, like.
You could roll him off the edge back or onto the lift and send the lift back down, but
I don't want somebody finding him at the bottom, so this seems like as good a spot as any. If he was going off the edge, he wouldn't be doing it with the lift.
And then I'll just tell everybody after I cast that on Vala, she's looking for us. That should help you for at least 8 hours.
All right, well, let's. She must be onto us, so let's get going as quick as possible.
Batman, shall we?
Yeah, let's head out. I had to I didn't have the mask on. I had to think about it for a minute.
Not in the persona.
Okay, and then you guys head down the stairs and kind of around the edge of the tower before coming back into contact with the rest of your group.
And as we're descending, are we seeing quite a few guards? I realize we're low staff, but are they pretty
just
frequent still, or?
The 7 that I mentioned before.
Okay, up on the walls then.
Yeah, up on the walls. The lieutenant that actually fought everybody walks up and he's holding a handkerchief. Oh, I see the captain let the rest of your party descend to see the armory.
Definitely what happened, yes. We'll go see the princess.
Holds this out to Vala.
Well, thank you.
I think I'm going to recuse myself from duty for the rest of the day. Have a good evening.
I think if you walk away right now, you may lose your job.
I feel like if I stick around for much longer, I'm going to lose a lot more than that.
I think that we can give you an excuse.
I pull another section of rope out of my bag.
You hand over the keys, we took you on.
Fair enough. And he tosses the keys to your feet and holds out his hands in front of Doman.
I'll tie him up.
Oh, it's like,
Sorry, it's got to be
usually-
believable after all.
I mean, it's usually I have to pay a little extra for this kind of treatment.
Free today, friend.
I'm gonna put my hand on his face and say, "This is the only time this will ever happen to you," and then backhand him so that it can leave a bruise.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay. Just an unarmored strike. Jeez. That's a 13.
13. You kind of just brush the backs of your fingertips across his beard. You've just misjudged. And he looks, he goes, "No offense, my lady, but maybe she should be the one to hit me." Nods over at Fawn.
And I'll step to the side with her advantage on strength checks right now.
Poor bastard.
By all means.
Sorry for this, mate.
And I walk back what I just said, and I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. I'm looking at your stats.
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh no, poor dude.
No. Fawn just cocks back and you punch him straight, just dead on in the mouth. he flips over backwards. It's all like there's no transfer of force backwards. It's your fist hits him in the face, and his feet come up, and you just drive him to the ground, where he just does not move. He's alive, but
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Shall we start this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull. I'm assuming we've got a bunch of different keys.
yeah,
And
you've
does it
got
look like there's like a key for each section of the prison, or
there are 3 keys on his key ring.
okay? And are they labeled?
There's 3 metal keys.
All
The
right,
armory
let's,
first, yeah.
The armory is unlocked and open. It's ready for whoever can get here. We need to start opening prison gates and cells.
We need to go quickly. She's looking for us.
Let's see, I'm doing. I do have a map up. Guards. Those ones are knocked out.
Can we set up a bomb?
We could set off several.
And then for ease, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say that you guys actually did that from inside the armory. So now that we have the map,
Okay.
so you don't have to worry about another guard having seen, because you are somewhat in, like outside the tower. Guards that as they move
They
might
move
see
around
you.
and stuff.
The 2 that are to the east and west, they are facing outwards, not inwards. The other ones are patrolling an inner wall.
Does someone want to sneak to a far corner and set off a bomb so that we get the guards to be distracted in that direction while the rest of us start opening cells?
I'm probably the sneakiest. Guess that's me.
I can go with you.
I'll start opening cells rather, and I pull out a horn of black powder.
And I'm gonna, Val's gonna reach over before Raven leaves and say, "Don't get caught. I need you." And
I'll
then
be
give
here.
him a kiss.
Okay, so who is going where? We've got.
So we came up the north side, right?
Yeah,
with
you
the
came in from the north.
Okay.
Oh, hey, we have a map.
That's what he
take
just
out
said.
the
I can't figure out how to put me on the map.
Left side token browser, click that, players, and then you should have.
Look, you're on the map.
Ah, there we go. Thank you. Thanks.
Map on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Mika, have you seen how to open the map?
Yeah, I think so. Here we go.
I don't have a token though.
Oh, yes, I do.
I
I'm
don't.
in. Oh, you don't. Loser. Sorry.
Yeah.
Looks to
You
suck.
can use the guy dude.
Or Woos Brain.
Or, yeah, there's a Woos Brain one right there. You just don't have a face.
This is the first time I'm seeing your name written out.
Okay, did it add to you guys? I don't see it. There it goes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, now there's. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Get that one out of here.
Who's the
Oh,
real
fucking
Woos
goddamn
Brain?
you.
I've never seen Woos Brain and Fat Man in the same building until now. So
okay.
I guess. Okay, so I see the prisoners now. So I guess I would go with Fat Man and probably set off a bomb in the same direction. I guess is the direction of the town north as well, or the farm is north as well.
Yes. It would be northwest.
Northwest. Okay. So I'd just look at Fat Man and go south somewhere. Pull him
Sure.
away.
And I'm gonna go find just a kind of a dark corner, back into it, and then disappear.
right. And then we'll go northeast or northwest, right? To start letting go prisoners
Cool.
in the building. You guys are going.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Go try and sneaky it over here.
Okay, give me stealth checks.
And before I leave, I'm gonna throw my cloak back over me, and I'm gonna make myself look like one of the guards.
Okay.
Probably the one that we
Knocked
sucker
out.
punched in the face.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth advantage for you then.
Okay, that was a nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
She's 20.
Guess I should roll again. Okay,
plus 1, so 21.
Okay, we've got nat 20 from Vala. We get an 8 from Fawn. Is that a 22 from Batman?
Because I'm invisible, I did with advantage. I'm assuming that was.
Mm-hmm.
I have advantage on stealth. I don't remember.
And then Dylan, what are you doing? You're going in.
Since
freezing
they have the
temperatures.
keys, I would like to go a different direction and see if we can't open doors a little bit quicker. But instead of stealth, I would like to see if I can't just keep up the guys that we've already been keeping up. I'm just
Okay.
continuing along the tour.
Give
as I
me
should
a
be.
deception check.
Okay.
I got a 21. Just so
Oof.
low for me.
14.
14. Okay. Perfect. One moment. What is my d20? Okay. Each of you make it to the initial points that you're going for. No trouble. Our guards continue their rotations.
Sorry, it's been very distracting in my house. We were going together, right?
You disappeared, so I didn't know where you were going, so I just went in a direction. Because I can't see you when you're invisible.
Well,
So, if you follow me,
let
that's fine,
me-
but
Well, that's if I know where you went.
To see if
And I
you both vanished from each other. Let's go. Where did they go?
Y'all did say south, so
Yeah, you did are kind of plan in advance, so we'll say that you're able to stick together. So you guys are able to make it from the tower to your initial point right away. Let's see. Svalenfan, there are 2 prisoners in this corner that you've made it to. They're both shackled to a post in the center of kind of a large space. There's like a little covered area with some blankets and everything. You can tell it's where they've been sleeping. This is a dwarven man and a Goliath man as well that are both kind of just sitting.
the guard that's above us, can I see him? Does he see me?
He's doing a patrol where he's just kind of going along this L shape. But he has not noticed you guys. You can see him.
Okay. I'm going to motion to the prisoners and go, and then hold up the keys so that they see them.
They actually like edge away from you a little bit. Not again. Okay.
I'm gonna try and get close to one of them, probably the dwarf.
We are prisoners
see.
already, witch. The games are unnecessary.
And then they talked. I'm gonna look up and see if the guard, if that drew his attention at all.
Nothing yet. That's
Okay.
They're kind of quietly under their breath. Just
I'm gonna pull the cloak down so that they can see the princess's face, and say, "I'm here to get you out. Believe it or not, but you have to be quiet. The armory is unlocked. You can get weapons there, but until then." And I'm gonna like slip underneath my dress and pull out a couple daggers.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, this one I'm good at. Maybe. Where's my
She said
sheet?
confidently.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
No, no.
13. I am just rolling like crap tonight. 13.
They kind of look at each other, and the dwarf kind of sidles up closer to the Goliath, and they whisper a few things. Fucking, it's better to die trying than it is to just sit here and wait. If you're the fucking witch, you're the first one getting this down, though. Holds up giant hands for you to unlock them.
And I'm gonna gesture to Fawn to follow me and stay close just in case. I'm gonna unlock the dwarf first,
Okay.
and then the barbarian if nothing happens with the dwarf, if he's just like...
Doman, the prisoner you make it to, there is, she's an elven woman with long silver hair who's in a small cell, kind of off one of these similar spaces, but she actually is in like an 8x8 cell with a small bed, the iron bars, and she kind of sits leaning back. She looks up as you approach. You're not one of the usual guards.
Not a guard at all, frankly. I do regret to inform you, however, that we'll be evacuating the prison and you're no longer welcome to stay here. There are weapons in the armory you can take on your way out. And as I'm saying this, I'm filling the lock full of blasting powder.
I can't leave without my husband.
You may have to, but if you don't, which one's your husband?
Human man, they keep him separate from me. I think they're trying to get information from him. They know he's the actual official. I'm not sure where in the prison that they keep him.
Might I recommend meeting him in the armory? If I find a human man, I'll send him there.
That works. That looks like it's going to be loud.
Yep. Just wait for it, and then I will hold and look over my shoulder until I hear a large explosion.
Okay, Woos and Raven.
Would we have seen this prisoner as we walked by?
No, you went a different direction. Or this
the one down here, yeah.
This one down here. Yeah, that's just a generic fantasy race.
Gotcha.
I don't have
Just
specific
some
names
random
of a lot
prisoner. That's
of-
fine.
Yeah, this is another prisoner.
You know who I'm looking for.
Yeah, doesn't fit the description.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look at Fat Man and say, all right, you want to set the charge and I'll warn this fella to back up?
Sorry. Sure.
Okay.
Are
And
you guys within 15 feet of each other?
yeah.
Okay. Woos, you hear a crack as your scrying stone breaks.
That's not good.
Yep, she's looking for us.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick survey. Do I notice the guard up above?
Yeah. That's,
So there's the one on the walkway, and then there's like the one up above, like in like a tower type.
yes. This guy. He's facing. You do see him. He's facing ours. Whoops! I did not mean to do the second thing there. Sorry about that.
Okay.
He's facing out. This guard is doing a loop along the interior wall.
And then, as I walk to go to the prison door, I'll just tell Fat Man, I'm gonna try to take out that guard at the same time. Let me know.
As soon as I light this, you have 3 seconds. It's a short fuse.
And I'll walk over and try to get the prisoner's attention and just say, you might want to step this way and get your head down.
Kind of looks around, but pretty quickly like moves kind of in your direction until he hits the end of the chain. He's similarly like piting to the center of the stone floor.
And then I will pull out my bow, my weapon of certain death.
Okay.
And as soon as I get the cue from Fat Man, I'm going to try to shoot that guard and take him out.
Okay. You're muted.
Damn kids. So what I'm gonna do is just before I light it, I'm gonna have a smoke grenade ready as well. I'm then gonna light it, back up, and toss one up above towards the guard that's looking inward. So
Okay.
like somewhere in this, it's not pinging. It's I don't know if you can
Yeah,
see
you
that.
got a point. Yeah, I can.
Okay,
Up here.
somewhere there. Yep.
Okay, I believe smoke grenades are a 20-foot sphere.
Yep.
Okay, we'll just give me. I'll need an attack roll from each of you because you're throwing a smoke grenade.
I rolled a dirty 20,
Okay, and you're assassin, so
Yeah,
it's an automatic
so
crit.
it's an
or
automatic
is it
crit.
aware?
and it's sneak attack. I would
Rip
assume.
that guy.
right?
Go ahead. Would you like to roll damage just to see what your number is? Or,
Yeah, let's roll damage.
do you just want to hole punch this guy? Because I don't think you can actually not kill him.
Let's just
Half the
find out.
fun.
I want to know how much.
Well, that was pretty good. 23, 46 plus 6, 52 points of damage.
You release, and there's a moment that you think you may have missed because he didn't move and he's remaining upright. And then the magical arrow disappears, where it is a magical summoned arrow, which had been pinning him to the wall, and he just collapses into a heap.
As the assassins do.
Ting, ting,
What?
ting. You hear, the fuck is that? What was your attack roll for just throwing? It would just be like a dagger, like a thrown dagger.
I don't have any of those either.
Uh,
I should.
yeah, give me a
Uh,
dexterity plus proficiency plus.
You found a sharp rock.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'll just do dexterity and proficiency, so plus 7. Let me find a check that has plus 7. There we go. 16.
16, yeah. Ting, ting. What the? As smoke begins to billow up, 2 seconds later, what was the explosive that you had set up?
I believe it was a regular bomb.
Just a bomb. Okay.
5-foot radius sphere centered on the point. Says 3d6 fire damage.
Whatever it is, that's a deal. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Okay. Ooh, 15.
15. That's it. Just kind of scorches the wall, but it lets a deafening just. To which all of the guards that are still conscious, which is not this dead dude, all immediately turn towards there. I'm going to need initiatives from everyone as we kind of go into not combat, but
13.
Same.
Raven
13.
13, Moose 11, 15 for Fawn. Doman
4.
4.
I feel like that's a constant for Doman.
Yeah, he's not real quick on the draw. Should be.
Me
Isn't.
Take out the guards that have been blasted already. All right. Got it. Closest one actually is the one that goes first. He moves, he just starts yelling, "Invaders in the keep! Invaders in the Draugr hole!" But he, we'll safely say Raven re-stealthed again. Do you want to just give me a quick stealth check?
Yeah.
And then Woo, same for you.
34. Natural 20.
Okay.
But I am not invisible anymore, correct?
Correct. You would have lost invisibility.
He could be better. 15.
Okay. He still doesn't see you, so he just begins shouting the alarm. The next guard, who is in the smoke, he's gonna fumble around. Let's see. He's he's just kind of blindly feeling out for the edges of the smoke. He doesn't know where the ladder down is. Bon.
Can I try to throw my javelin at the guard that's above us?
Absolutely game.
Do I just how do I go about doing that?
Oh, so with your, let's see, go to your equipment, actions. So you go to actions, you can actually just click that +10 with the javelin.
Okay.
Actually, right click it and roll it with advantage
Oh,
because you are still
okay.
stealthed.
Bet.
Just see if you crit because you're definitely gonna hit. So just roll again.
30.
Oh, so
Oh, so that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So
Ooh,
yeah,
you
it's the
crit.
second one.
So
her only
that
rolls are
1d
natural 20s.
that 1d6 plus 5 that's next to it. If you right click on that and then hit crit damage, and then roll.
Oh god, I did it again. Sorry.
No, you're good. So
Okay.
just roll the damage again. So you're at 5. If you just click it. Okay, so you are 5, 10, 15 points of damage as you hear the boom and you just turn, pulling one of your javelins and in one drop, just drill into the side of this guy. And he goes down.
First kill.
You mean apart from the guy you pinned to the wall?
Well, their first kill.
Oh.
And then what else would you like to do? That guard is dead. So you'll have your movement, any bonus actions that you have. You have a second attack. If you want to move over to the right, about here is 30 feet. You can make an attack at this guard as well.
Oh, sure. I'll do that too. You said I could move like about here?
About here.
Okay.
And then, do the same thing. Let's make an attack. No longer advantage because you'll have broken stealth. So this is just
Okay.
a normal attack. Which absolutely hits, so just roll normal damage.
Okay.
7. The second javelin hits this guy in the side, and he staggers back from the wall. He is still alive from the javelin. And I believe you only have 2 attacks, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let me just double check. Bonus action.
For action 2.
Oh, that's a melee weapon. Okay. They are. Domin, you, I believe, had a prepared action before the fight began.
I did. However, with the initiative of 4, Doman's like got the lock in his hand and he's ready to ignite it. The bomb goes off and he goes, "Wait a minute, you don't have a son named Raven, do you?" And he turns back to the prisoner.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and then lights the powder.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll say that happened before your initiative because you're still at the end, but where you were preparing that. Yeah. Wait, did you say the lock shatters? Raven, it is your turn.
I will peek out and try to shoot that guard up top. If I can see them. I'm assuming there's a spot that I can see.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Because,
Okay.
yeah, they're just walking along an exposed, like, inner wall.
Cool. All right, same bow. That would be a 29 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
This will be sneak attack as well because you had re-entered stealth.
And then, since the last action was outside of initiative, I can use
Yeah,
my
you
Dread
can.
Ambusher, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay. Plus 17 plus 6, so 23 points of damage.
Flips over from the force of the arrow. Dead. One-shot him.
And then
You have line of sight, but this guy is 95 feet away. I'm not sure what the range on your bow is.
which guy? Sorry.
This one?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and try for it. And I'll use Sharpshooter.
Okay.
Nope, that missed.
What was it?
I was a natural one, so definitely missed.
Okay. Yeah. Pings off the side.
And then
Anything else for your...
For my bonus action, I'm gonna walk over to the gate and assume I'm guessing the wall didn't break down next to the prisoner.
No.
And I'm just gonna yell to them like, "We're gonna get you out of here. You need to go to the armory." And then I'll start looking like I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay. Vala.
Okay, so Vala is gonna look at the prisoners and say, "That's our cue," and then hand them daggers and start running
Wait,
down.
neither of us are much good in a fight. Give us the keys. We'll go below and start letting loose the other prisoners. There's no guards down there.
All right, we'll keep those daggers for safety, and I'll hand them the keys.
And
Hoping
they,
to God they do what they're gonna say.
yeah, and they are both going to, they kind of run past you and start making their way down.
In that case, then I will move. I don't know about how many feet is 20, but in the direction that Fawn went.
Oh, okay.
So there's.
Yeah, that's where you're at. Yeah, ish.
And
Fine,
then
Master.
I'll cast spiritual weapon,
Okay.
so I have it ready.
All right.
And can I see the captain that's up there?
Yeah, you looking over, he's just tucked underneath the his desk. He's looking at you, rope kind of pulled tight in his mouth. He goes, "Rrr, rrr," bites against the rope a little bit.
Wait, the guard captain that's above us, not
yeah.
the guard that was
Yep.
in the armory.
That's the
Yeah.
one I held person and stuffed him under the desk.
Oh, I thought we had come from the other side this whole time. I'm totally confused now. Got it. Cool. Okay, then I'll just have my spiritual weapon ready. I don't think I
Okay.
can move any further. So.
And we get the. Let's see. The guard that had been shot by Fawn. He turns around and he's going to level a crossbow back at Fawn. Which is a 6 to hit. And then his second attack is a natural 20.
Not as fun when you're on the other side of it, is it?
No.
Or 10 points of piercing damage as the first crossbow bolt flies past you. And actually no, because it's a crossbow, he has to use a second attack action to reload the crossbow. So loads the crossbow back up very efficiently with a natural 20, mind you, but does not fire a second time. I am going to give that shot actually to this other guard who's going to take that same shot at you. 10 points of piercing damage, Fawn, as the guard from the top of the wall comes around and fires at you as well.
Okay.
Woosbrain.
So looking at the cell, it hasn't opened yet.
No, that's it has not.
Does it look pretty damaged?
No, that's the bomb was pretty ineffectual against like the wall.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Damn. And then I myself am going to pull out a black powder horn and start filling the lock.
Okay. Sorry, I realize there's a little bit of a miscommunication here. There's no gate between you guys and the prisoner. He is just like there's a python in the ground and he is chained to it.
Okay.
With kind of loose manacles.
Oh,
And so you can just walk up to him.
Gotcha. Then that's what I would have done.
Yeah. These guys are like performing odd tasks about the prison, like just menial work.
okay. I don't know if I have anything for that at the moment. So
You've got currently that you're aware of. You have a guard
I mean,
here,
I've got my utility
Here.
belt that I
here,
probably got a lockpick in.
and here.
But instead I'm going to tell him, I'll make sure I come back. And I'm gonna book it towards the other side. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-ish.
Yeah.
And then in the general vicinity, do I see anything that would light fire, cause a bunch of smoke and chaos?
There's some smaller like crates and furniture, like there's desks and stuff that have items laid across. Nothing that would be like catastrophic with fire. But you could start setting up flames if you wanted to.
No. Fuck. All right. I'm gonna well, don't mind that voice crack. I guess I'll just use my action to dash.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. over here by the other prisoners. And what do I have for bonus action here? I guess as my bonus action, yeah, I'm gonna a blade appears in my hand.
Okay. A crossbow bolt pings across the stones to your feet from the guard on the wall, who fired at you, but missed. He reloads the crossbow, preparing for his next shot. Delman, what are you doing?
After the lock blows up on the gate, I will hold the gate open, gesture out of it, and say, "Thank you for staying with us here at the Draugr Hold. Please get the hell out."
Did you say something about Raven?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it to his mom. He's here with us. I'll also have him meet you at the armory.
Oh, then now. And she is gonna run out and just make her distance. She's going dash. Make it here. What else are you doing?
I will follow her that direction. And assuming that wasn't my action, I will also dash.
Okay, and you can actually make it significantly farther than her. That took her about 45 feet, and so you can go another 15 past her, which would be,
Measure me right
about
about
there.
there for 60. And I will just be making my way towards these other prisoners.
Okay. At the top of initiative, Raven, do you have true sight
I do not.
or blind sense, blind sight, anything like that?
Nope,
No?
I gave
So
up my cloak
invisible?
already. So
Okay. Top of the initiative goes by. We get this guard here, who he has halved speed. And is going to 15. Uses action to dash, and he's able to just make it out of the smoke cloud. But he has no additional actions. Fun.
We still have the guy with the crossbow that's like, I don't know how to ping.
Oh, yes,
The guy that
there's
originally, yeah, that
the
guy.
one here, and then the one here, who are both firing at you.
All right. Well, I at least need to off one of them. Can I rage?
You can. Bonus
Okay.
action to rage. So that gives you the additional. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. But you deal the additional damage per your rage, which I'm not sure how many you get currently. But you'll deal extra damage with any strength-based attack. Advantage on strength checks. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, as part of the bonus action that you rage, you can move up to half your speed, so you can go 20 feet, and you can teleport 60 feet.
Yeah,
So you
I
can-
forgot about that.
So without using any more of your actions, you can move 80 feet.
Damn.
But I still want to
Wait.
stay within 15 feet of Vala, because I think I still have one stone, right?
You do still have
Yeah,
a stone,
yeah.
but
But
she has
Raven
non-detection
protected
on it,
me.
so you
Okay.
can kind of do whatever you want.
Okay, cool. Can I
You
jump
can literally go
over-
anywhere in the. I'm mapping this out. Yeah, you can go anywhere on the map that you'd like.
All right. Oh,
Go.
I am gonna go over here,
Okay.
and then I want to. I think I just want to swing at him.
With your great sword.
Yeah.
You unsheathe the great sword as you appear behind him. It looked as if you were pulled into the earth, like vines encapsulated you and pulled down, and then burst from the stone behind him. They unravel, and not in a flower, but a thorny, viney cage opens, and you're standing there pulling this white frost greatsword from across your back. Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh. Well, that's not bad. I guess.
It hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
12. Okay, that is enough. He turns just in time as your sword just crashes into him and cuts through from shoulder to hip.
Oof.
The two halves fall apart. But you still have all of your movement and another attack.
Imagine them just doing that like diagonal slide where the
Yeah.
top of them flies off the bottom of them.
How far can I go?
So you've got 40 feet of speed. So you could make it to here. We'll tell you what. So with that was... You could have made it to him with your normal movement. So if you would like to now use your teleport, you could end up behind this guy.
Okay. I think maybe I'll do that.
So we'll say, yeah.
First, the viney thing happens here.
Yeah,
The
funny
fight
thing,
happens here.
the guard like sees this, and so he pulls his crossbow over to you as you are pulled into the earth, and he turns to see you just already mid-swing with your greatsword. Go ahead and roll. Give me an attack. That hits.
Okay.
They're squishy.
Also, remember you have a +5 to damage because you're swinging your greatsword.
And recklessly attacking gives you advantage.
Actually, it in the new version, it gives her more damage.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It
she has
doesn't matter.
advantage from the
That-
strength thing.
That hit, and that is enough to, again, you don't cut this one in half, but the sword is enough to send him just over the edge as he falls and is dead. There is one more visible guard. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Fawn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay.
Was the guard on the bottom
there are
right
two
still
more.
there?
Yeah,
I was like,
there's
thought
yeah,
there was one.
there's that
Oh,
one
yeah.
still. What are you doing, Raven?
I'm gonna use my action to try to pick the lock on the prisoner
Okay.
and let them out.
Give me a thieves' tools check.
What do I add to that?
It'll be your dexterity plus proficiency.
Dexterity plus proficiency. Okay.
I think it's just sleight of hand, isn't it?
Yeah, sleight of hand should match up with it. Any dexterity skill that you have.
Plus my proficiency? Because my sleight of hand is 4. My dexterity plus my proficiency would be 9.
Yeah, so you have plus 9.
Okay.
Unless you have
So-
expertise in thieves' tools, and then it would be a plus your proficiency again.
No. 21.
Okay. 21. That's enough. The lock pops off. Begins rubbing his wrists.
Sorry, did he say my name? Is that what you said?
He said, "Are we running?"
Oh, yeah. Get to the armory and get ready to fight.
Okay. He's gonna book it. He'll dash. He's making his way as well.
And then
What else are
I
you doing?
will use my action and my bonus action to dash over to the corner that I saw Woosbrain go.
Okay, you used your action to unlock, so it'll just be your bonus action.
Sorry. My movement and my bonus action is what I meant.
Okay, yeah, so you can go 60 feet.
Yeah.
But you, yeah, right next to Woosbrain is 60 feet.
Okay. And then do I recognize anybody in here?
Do not. I'm just checking. Nope, you don't see anybody you recognize.
Love that.
A couple other prisoners. These ones, just a variety of random prisoners.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh, that's my turn.
Vala?
Vala's gonna continue around the corner and run as fast as she can to try and get down to the other prisoners. And I'm gonna guess I'm gonna see this silver-haired one as I go.
You do.
Hey, what was Raven's mom's name?
Estel.
One more time.
Estel.
Estel. Okay. Estel.
She leans in with the headphones on.
She looks, her eyes go wide, and she almost trips over herself, like coming to a stop from her run, where she like throws herself on the ground. Because I'm so sorry. This red-skinned that man arrived, and he told me to run.
No, up. Now, guard yourself. To the armory.
She stands.
And I'm
Aren't
gonna
you-
escort her to the armory. But go ahead.
Okay.
Just say-
Are you not Princess Valala? Are you?
I'm the real Valalov, not the one that's been imposing as me. I know your son.
Is he here?
Yes. We're here to get you out.
His father is somewhere else in the prison. I've not seen him in some days.
We'll find him, I promise.
Okay. What else are you doing?
I'm gonna scoot her towards the armory.
Okay. We'll let you guys both just take a few steps over to the armory door. Here.
Okay.
Who's Brian?
Are these prisoners? Are they? I'm assuming they're all put down with some sort of python or.
Yeah, these ones are each just a central spike in the middle of the space that each of them are chained to.
Okay. Yeah, I can't have. Shit. I either no. I'm gonna look up at the guard on the wall, point at him with my sword, and from my hand, oddly enough, is going to be a big ol' honk of meat that just goes flying at the guard.
Okay.
The ham hock.
It
28 to hit.
absolutely hits.
All right. 12 plus. I think I get something else on that.
Figure out what the
12.
extra is for later, but yeah, the 12 hits him and just bashes him into the wall, where he just slides to the ground.
Hardcore.
I can add my charisma modifier to damage.
Okay, so
I think it already did that though, because I have the +5 there.
okay, normally you wouldn't get a bonus to the damage on.
Yeah.
spells.
I can do 3 of them. So
Okay. You just want
yeah,
to blast the python in the center. Just
yeah, I'm gonna spread meat chunks everywhere.
yeah. I'll say.
Yummy.
These guys,
So-
they'll still have chain around their ankle, but I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You just blast
Okay.
the central python in. So they still have chains attached to their feet, but it's loose enough that they can actually begin moving. Unless, let me check about that. Oh no, you don't have a line of sight on him. What else are you doing?
So I haven't moved. With that, I'm going to tell them as quick as you can, get to the armory. And then fuck. I mean, let's see, action, bonus action. Nobody to Hexblade's curse. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess I am going to start moving to meet up with everybody else, I guess, at the I'm assuming the armory. So, because
Okay.
at the moment I don't see any more prisoners, and I don't see any more guards, right? So
Yeah, correct.
then, yep, I'm gonna make my way back up this way.
Okay. Doman.
I will continue running down the way I was running because I don't know that there's not any more prisoners down there. Get about there and see Raven. Oh, Raven, your mom's in the armory.
What?
Go.
Mom's in the armory. What?
And I'll just like give him this deadpan stare, like,
well,
why are you still
as he
talking to
says
me?
that, I will start running on my next turn.
Okay. And then, Will, I don't know if it helps. This one guard, you do have line of sight on him. He's 115 feet away, 110 feet away.
Oh, bro, on the opposite side of the
Yeah.
dogger hole. Yeah, not so much. But seeing that there's nobody or everybody down here has been freed, I'm going to make the rest of my movement back up to the staircase, and I'll start heading that way. That is a
Okay.
staircase on this side of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. That actually brings us back around to this guy. Who's gonna go? He's gonna dash. No, he's not gonna dash. He's gonna go right here. And he's going to hold an action. Okay. Vaughn?
How do I get back?
You're still raging. As a bonus action, you can teleport 60
Oh.
feet.
I forget. Okay.
That's so cool.
How far is 60 feet? Okay.
60 feet puts you like on the stairs over here. Or
Dead center of the armory.
yeah, the center of the
Can I
armory.
like? Is
Yeah.
that
Easy.
epic? Am I able to see this guard that's over here?
Yes, that does trigger his held action. He misses. Crossbow bolt just pings against the stone behind you as he turns and fires at the vines that burst out of the ground. But yeah, you can see him.
All right. Can I throw one of my hand axes at him?
You absolutely can.
Epic. $15.
Yep, that absolutely
25.
hits.
Okay.
And
Epic.
you get all of your bonuses to damage as well. So it'll be 1d. Let's see. So 1d6 plus 1d10 plus 5 plus. Let's see. It's the extra damage from raging. You know what the extra damage from raging happens to be?
I think it's still
Um,
just the +2, which I believe is typically just added on there. Let me see here. Class features.
Rage damage.
Rage. Use rage 5 times. Okay, let me click on rage here. Damage resistance, rage damage. When you make an attack using a strength with a weapon on a deal damage to the target, you gain a bonus to the damage that increases as you gain levels with barbarian, as shown in the rage column of the barbarian. Cool. Appreciate that.
Let's see.
At what level? 14, right?
Barbarian rage.
14, yeah.
+3.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 1d10 plus 8.
Uh,
Let's see. If you look at the bottom left, there's that little dice icon.
Yep.
If you click on it, you can actually click
oh, wait.
1d8 and 1d6 and then roll it. And then add your plus 8,
1d6.
like that.
So 16?
Yeah, 16, which is enough. The hand axe just hits him square in the middle of the forehead. He goes cross-eyed and looks at it, falling backwards. Dead. That is the last guard.
When you're a ranger and the barbarian has more ranged kills than you.
Range than you do.
I'm using everything that fat man taught me.
That is the last of the guards. You guys you drop out of initiative. The prisoners are able to assemble in the armory, begin gathering weapons. The 2 prisoners that you had sent below Vala come upstairs with about 30 other people like in tow.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Do any of them look like... Well, okay, I guess first thing for me is that as I was taking Raven's mom over to the armory, I'm going to pass her, I'm going to say, here, take this, and I'm going to give her my potion of invulnerability. Only drink it in the absolute direst of circumstances. It will prevent you from being harmed for 1 minute.
Thank you. This is too... And we'll say it's about at this moment as she's thanking you that Raven, you get to the door.
As I was getting ready to run, I just wanted to double check the tokens that we had to block scrying. Did we say they had 3 charges unless a stronger power hit them?
Mhm.
Is that stronger power when it breaks, or is that 3rd charge when it breaks?
That's the 3rd charge would normally be when it breaks. The cracks that you guys were seeing were 1 charge being depleted.
Okay.
Or
As
multiple
you
charges
check on yours is shattered. Like you pull out like a handful of blue dust.
Okay. I will start running, but I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for any sign of Victoria.
I also have a question about that. If he's got the warding on me and she can't scry me, can she scry somebody else that could be near me?
You would appear, well, you don't know.
Okay. Just a how does magic question work?
Yeah, it's magic. Now, if you've ever scried, you actually coming from like a spy network background kind of thing. People who are under non-detection show up as just like fuzzed images if somebody else is being scried on.
Okay.
So we wouldn't be able to make out your details.
Yeah, you're protected from any divination magic at this point.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks. Okay. And then you come around the corner.
Did we ever... Mom?
Raven, you're alive. And she rushes forward and just like wraps her arms around you.
I'll hug her back and... Where's Dad?
They took him away a few days ago. I haven't seen him. They kept us together for a while, but something happened, something changed. I think he's down in the lower levels.
Okay.
It looks like we have others coming in. We'll check to see if he may be with them. And I'm gonna go and start talking to all of the prisoners as they come in to...
Yeah, and there is not enough room in the armory for them all to...
Goldman will be handing
Yeah.
out weapons like out the door, like to party guests leaving a party. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Here, take 2. Thank you for coming.
You said the ones still had their ankles chained down here that we're trying to move up towards the armory.
Yeah, they're just like a chain attached to one ankle, so they can still move. Like they've gathered up
Okay.
the chain.
Can I
he's
go and
gonna
break
use
those
to,
for
like,
them?
Whip people.
He's gonna. So basically, as they're moving, he's gonna say, "Stop! Spread your legs. I'm gonna put my meat between it." And
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's way better.
all right, disadvantage roll. 15.
15. Okay. They stop and people that are like have been in prison for a while. It's a pretty commanding voice. They stop and they spread their legs and they put their hands on the back of their head and just kind of wide-eyed, like, don't move.
And then with the 3 shots, I'm going to shoot off the chains
Okay.
or attempt to.
Yeah, we'll let you go with this.
Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna head over to where everyone's filing in, see that it's crowded, and I'm gonna make my way to try to organize the chaos just slightly.
As all this is going on, I'm gonna talk to my mom and just say, "Listen, there's somebody following, trying to find us. If the worst comes to worst and they find us here, you do not know me. Do you understand me?"
I do. Your father said something similar, but they already knew who I was. Are you okay? Is that the princess?
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, but we don't have time right now.
Of course. She pulls you in close again. She goes, I'm so glad you're safe.
I love you.
Love you too.
And
There is
Go ahead.
one prisoner who is like, he picks up a short sword from the armory. There's a better way to earn my freedom. And he turns and is actually just going to swing at Vala.
One of the prisoners?
One of the prisoners. You have a large gold bound, like somebody pretending to be the
bounty,
prisoner
yep.
has a large bounty on their head. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit. That hits?
Hold on. I think somebody can do something about that. I think I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but you definitely have stuff that is in relation to
Like
it.
a
Yeah, I'd like to
reaction of
point out,
some kind?
I rolled natural 20. I maxed the damage, and it is still only 16 points of slashing damage.
Go
Oh, yeah, we're
ahead.
fine.
I don't
Yeah.
think.
Are we fine?
Yeah.
Still, a slice opens up on Doman's chest rather than hitting Vala.
Okay.
And then can I react to that, or do we need
Yeah.
to do an initiative or something?
No, we'll say you guys can react.
Okay. Then I am absolutely going to guiding bolt this buddy.
Okay. Roll the attack.
Okay.
And then what is the ability? Never mind. It's is it a reaction that you had? Will?
Yes, it is a reaction.
Okay. And that's gonna be 15 plus 6 is no, 15 plus 11. So I'm
yeah,
gonna guess enough.
absolutely hits.
Okay. Death dice.
Did you say it was 16 points of
6.
damage?
Yeah.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage.
18. You
As I
turn
just, like-
cut across your back. You turn and just like black, just smoky outline this guy against the wall.
And I'm gonna look around to everybody else and be like, anyone else want to try?
No. Heads down. There's not enough room for everybody in the armory. So,
Yeah, so it's only a few people. So
yeah. A couple people. The rest of the prisoners start coming out and pouring in. Are you guys hanging out in the armory handing stuff out? Where are you sending the prisoners to as they get stuff and leave?
I am standing at the door, just handing out halberds and swords and shields. And...
You defend yourself and try and make your way out, but get others to safety if you can.
Those who can't help themselves need to be helped. I said that completely wrong, but hey, fuck it. Let's go with it.
Okay, so you're just cutting them. You've killed all the guards. You're just sending them loose.
I'm not the one in charge here.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm actually going to make a speech.
Okay.
So I'm gonna step outside of the armory where there's the majority of people, and I'm gonna cast. I have that speechy one. What is it?
Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy? Jinx.
No, it's like motivational speech. I'm gonna cast.
Are you okay? So there's like a wall. Are you having everybody gather in this little spot? There's going to be 40 people.
Well, I mean, they're spread out, so I'm just gonna yell over them.
Okay.
Right?
Vala, there's like a balcony up over there if you're looking to talk to people.
Yeah, I would just say like where you're at, there's a giant tower on one side of you, and then like this prison pit kind of thing. So either going up like on these stairs or up onto one of the balconies or something where
I don't see where you're referencing to anything.
Oh, so yeah,
there we go.
stairs or like a balcony. But yeah, where you're at, there's literally like 20 feet where people could stand and see you.
Cool. Then I'll run up to the top of the balcony. It's closest.
Okay, then because I need to bring out. I'm not gonna bring out 40 prisoner tokens, but I'm looking at this and being like, you're effectively talking to a wall if you stand here.
Okay. And then
before you do your speech, like I'm just gonna be up here just in case if anybody tries to do anything again.
So I'm gonna cast motivational speech, which gives them all +5 temporary hit points for all of the affected creatures, and they have advantage on wisdom saving throws. If the creature is hit by an attack, it has advantage on the next attack roll it makes. Once an affected creature has lost the temporary hit points granted by the spell ends for that creature. And so I'm going to give them a wonderful, amazing speech about how they have the opportunity to do something amazing here and let everybody out and get everyone to safety, and we have to pull together to make sure that we save those that need it the most and get everyone out of here.
Okay. Will not make you role play a big inspirational speech.
Yeah, I could probably like chat GPT it, but we're not going to play that game.
You are good. Go. Towards the end of your speech, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Somebody's trying to... Never mind.
Charisma. Oh. 18.
18. Okay. You feel a magical energy kind of wash over you, something cold. And for a moment, your vision goes dark. your vision returns, but it's almost as though you're looking through thick green glass. You can see everybody, but you're not where you were standing.
Ooh, where am I now?
Almost as though you were watching from a small glass jar from a short distance away, just perched on the ledge of the keep. Vala Valkyrie goes, and with that, there is hope. We can free you. We have freed you. You are here because your families are those that have taken up arms against the Empire, and you have suffered for it. But we can bring them down. Come. The forces of the city are distracted. Ooh, that's the wrong music for this. The forces of the city are distracted. From here, my companions and I can lead you to the rest of the resistance, your families who sent us to look for you. And Vala makes her way along the wall before stopping and reaching out and picking up a small green glass jar, tucking it into a pocket of her bag.
And then since I'm the perspective of that green jar, do I get the feeling that I just got dropped into a pocket?
You just got dropped into a pocket.
I'm really trying not to metagame, but I want to know if any of that would have seemed. I guess I could roll insight on it to see if any of that seemed outside of the norm of what we have talked about.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. $25.
25, and then give me an insight check.
16.
16. The speech, almost like, other than her like kind of stuttering in towards the end of it, everything seemed pretty in line. You know how Val is prone to long speeches, inspiring speeches. The only oddity was you noticed, like, as she was walking along the wall, she stopped and picked something up. And you see it. It's just, it looks like a small glass jar. She puts it, and she put it into her pocket. Or
Okay.
She walks down. I think we can go.
All right. You lead the way. Is everything all right?
I think so. Just, it's been a long day. You saw that. You did. Your mother's here. Did your father come up with the rest of them?
No, we're still. You said you were looking for him?
No, that's your mother. She mentioned that he had been taken downstairs, but a bunch of those prisoners have come up.
Yeah, and you said that you were going to go check in with them.
Well, I've been keeping an eye as they came up. Then I gave the speech. We can speak to the two that went down. I was just curious if you had spotted him.
I'm going to pull my dagger and take a swipe.
You are no, but you
No.
fail your insight check. You're looking for shit.
No, that's a literal conversation that we had.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I mean, if you're not going to allow it, that's fine, but that's a literal conversation that we had.
No, you are asking me to memorize everything you fuckers say to each other at this point.
Okay.
You're the DM, Andrew.
You have to give me a little bit of leeway.
Okay, that's fine. If that's fine, I can play that. Then
Yeah, that's... Can't roll an insight and then try to trick me into giving up the goose.
just ask questions. Okay. Anyway, all right, I'll go along with it.
Don't take my thing from me. For the sake of this, because you all know something is wrong. If I say things that are not perfectly in line. You have to give me a little bit of leeway, because otherwise it's going to be super obvious. Actually, for the moment, the easiest way to do this, Rachel, would you just like to keep playing Vala for a bit?
Sure.
Perfect.
Okay.
I mean,
If there's
you have
anything
to
you
tell me
say,
if there's anything you would like me to not do.
if I think I have most of this worked out. Let me know before you cast any spells, because I have to sort that out.
Okay.
And then yeah, if there are certain things you actually like wouldn't know, and the reason, I mean, because I don't want to just shut down what you were doing there, Mike, because I do appreciate what you're doing. Victoria has been scrying on you for a little bit, and so the person currently controlling Vala is aware of the conversations you had.
That's fine.
So at least things that have happened in the last 20 minutes of in-game time.
Since I was up there with Vala, can I ask about like the green jar?
Sure.
Oh, it was just pretty. I figured I'd keep it.
Oh, I get it. Green's a lovely color. Girls gotta have some shiny things.
And then I'm gonna walk away.
Okay.
And then the Raven conversation happens. And then in that conversation, should we go look for him?
I definitely don't want to leave without him.
Let's go.
Just a heads up,
You and I, we can do it.
and leave the others to lead everybody back.
Yes.
Okay, if that's what you think is best. Listen, my Skryrock is gone. She's got eyes on us.
Then we better work fast.
Alright, I'll follow you. And I'll just look back, I guess, and tell Doman, like, hey, make sure they get to safety. We're gonna try to find my father.
Sure. Do our best.
And go on.
Okay. You go down into the lower levels, and just about there are actually a few extra cells that looks like they were just missed. The key that you had doesn't fit the locks, but you're able to quickly lockpick them and send the people, like, let those prisoners out as well. And it is at the end of one of the hallways that you get to it, and there's a man just kind of sitting on the bed, leaning against the wall. As you approach, he opens his eyes, and you recognize him.
Dad?
Another trick.
No, it's not.
What else could you do to me?
Dad, come here, please. And
He
I'll
stands and he approaches the bars, and he leans against them, just exhausted. He looks thin, far thinner than you'd ever seen him before.
And I'll just look at him and say, look, there's no way they could know about this, right? And I'll pull my shoulder, or the shirt, part of my shirt down, and reveal the mark of the half-elf.
Really, is you?
Yeah,
Raven.
look, yeah, we got Mom out. We got to get you out.
Do you have the key? Can you?
I mean, Vala, do
Kinda
any of those keys
shakes
work?
Vala will try using the keys.
None of them work.
Let me try, and I'm gonna check for traps on the lock first.
Okay, give me a perception check.
That is a 24.
24. There are no traps in this.
Okay, and I'll try to pick the lock.
Give me
I can't pick it.
sleight of hand.
Natural one.
Okay. It's
No,
take breath, son. Take a breath. Try again. You
I'll
can do
try again.
this.
30-20.
And
Sorry,
the
a naughty.
lock-
I said I was going to do this earlier to Jade. A naughty 20.
Naughty. The lock pops open, and he pulls you into a hug. It really is you.
Are you okay? What do you need? And I'll start trying to go through my pack to get like food or water or anything. Just
Let's get out of here first. I haven't seen your mother in some time. I'd like to.
okay. Let's go, Val.
And kind of leaning on you for support. The rest of the prisoners having left, you, Vala, and your father can make your way to the upper level of the prison.
And so those who are wanting to join the resistance, all the instructions I gave you, anybody else who doesn't want to, go home.
Won't that be the first place they look for us?
Most likely, so maybe join the resistance.
Does it pay?
It pays in freedom. It's a long-term investment, but we'll
Oh.
get there. I'm sorry, that's all the questions I have time for. Sawed off or join us.
Fair enough. And the majority of people will actually like follow in tow. Domini, you catch as Vala and Raven kind of ascend the steps with a man who looks surprisingly like Raven in tow. Very thin, gaunt Raven.
Mr. Raven, I presume?
Yeah, this is my dad. Theodore. Sorry.
Can I call you Theo?
Sure, I suppose that's fine. Esther.
Oh.
Or Estelle?
Estel, yeah.
Estelle. Estelle. And your mother runs forward and hugs him. They hold each other for a moment. And then they kind of turn and pull you into that hug as well. Right? We really can't believe you're home.
Well, I mean, home is where the heart is. I agree, but this is far from where I want home to be.
We should get out as fast as we can. We have some safety outside of these walls, but until then, we're being watched.
And as we get about like outside the guard walls or whatever, and maybe 100 feet outside of the castle or whatever, I'll just
Down the elevator?
yeah. Once we get down the elevator and like about 100 feet away, I'll look to Vala and just say, "Your people, call off the dragon."
I will. And I'll turn to the side and either call him off or fake call him off, but you don't know. You don't know.
I'll let you, because, yeah, no, I'm gonna let that settle.
Not that I think the dragon would be called off anyway. It's doing its own thing at this point.
But as you descend the lift, which takes a few minutes, Raven, with how perceptive you are, you notice it's not stopping.
It's just going down and down.
Yeah, it's just continuing to sweep through the farm, or like the dragon.
Oh, the dragon. The dragon. Gotcha.
Continuing to sweep through the farmlands. Whatever Vala said did not stop it.
I don't think he's listening to me.
You gotta try again. It's your people.
You want to do a quick aside? The real Vala, who can hear everything. It's dark. You get bursts of light, but you can hear every conversation with Raven and his parents. Everything that Victoria is saying with your voice. Because who else could it be? You heard as she cast a sending spell to message the dragon. It's done. Move on to the next phase. What are you thinking? Do you try anything in this moment?
I'm gonna try everything I have in my power to get out of this jar. Do I know much about jar spells?
Unless you're a high-level necromancer.
No. Can I make any kind of arcana check to see if I might have any kind of...
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an arcana check.
Well, it's a 19.
You know, you've heard of the magic jar spell. It is a way for somebody to take over and possess bodies. The key thing that you remember is not only did the jar have to be within 100 feet of you, but somewhere within 100 feet of the jar, Victoria lies helpless, unconscious, and incapacitated for the duration that she inhabits your body. Here, while she possesses your body, you know she is her absolute most vulnerable.
Can I cast anything? If I try and cast anything from inside the jar, will it work?
You can perceive and think, but you are incapacitated and cannot move.
Okay.
You are just set to observe. In your body, Victoria, surrounded by newly freed prisoners, Vala's loved ones and companions, the family of the one who Vala has become closest to. She reaches up and she thumbs the holy symbol around your neck to a god that she does not pray to. She just smiles. It is here we're going to end this week's episode of Easy Dispel. Have a good night, everyone. We all love you. We hope you had fun. We are probably going to be back next week. My schedule may or may not change, but we are going to figure out what days to make this work. For now, plan on Sunday nights. We'll see you next time on Easy Dispel.
Bye.
Bye.